What is it about you and World Cup finals then?
Don't know. Good fun to play in, isn't it?
It's good fun. How enjoyable was that, and how tough was it? How hard did you have to think and plan that innings to get England across the line?
Yeah, it was weird because the wicket felt like it actually got sort of harder as the ball got older, which is not necessarily what you'd think about T20 cricket. But I think when you chase totals in games like this, you sort of can forget the hard work that goes in before. And the way that Sam and Rash and all the bowlers bowled to restrict them to 135, I think on that was a huge reason as to why we sort of didn't feel under too much pressure with the run chase. I never felt like it was, out of our hands at all, and just trying to make sure I stayed there as long as I possibly could at the end, and yeah, good.
That's the key. You like taking it deep, don't you?
Careful. No, I think it's obviously a lot easier when you've got a batter who's in and face a few balls on any wicket when you get to the end of the innings. And it's never really panic stations when it's sort of under 8 and over. And obviously the way that even Mo came in and played there, that little innings there to get us really going, got us to run a ball. Yeah, decent.
How was it coming in when the rate had been sort of nudged on in the power play by the guys up front? It's been hard to do in the power play this tournament when the ball's moved around, but how much does that help you calculate the run chase and give you a little bit of time when you come in?
Yeah, I think obviously everyone knows the way that Joss and Halesey are going to play, and even when we lost Halesey early, you see the intent that Joss just kept on going, and he just put so much pressure. I stood that over that Nazim Shah bowled at him, was playing miss. Right, I can't hit it normally, so I'll scoop him for 6. It's just ridiculous. But when you have the batting lineup and the depth that we have, that you can, take it deep in these kind of run chases, but also if you're chasing big totals, that you've got a seriously deep batting lineup. I mean, we're blessed at the moment with the amount of time that we've got in England in this format, especially.
How easy or difficult was it to stay in rhythm as a batter throughout the tournament? Because you played on some not iffy pitches, but difficult pitches, Perth here, and then suddenly they play in Adelaide and the openers smash it. So the middle order didn't actually have that much of a hit in the tournament.
I know, and that's sort of part and parcel with batting in the middle order in T20, I guess. It's, you either go in and face, 8 to 10 balls and try and hit every ball, well, most of your balls to boundary, or you come in early and you look to sort of get yourself in and take it deep. But obviously the way that our top order have been playing this whole tournament, it's not really been like that. But I think we're all old enough, wise enough, played enough cricket to be able to go into any situation and back our ability in cricket now.
Go on. I was just going to ask about the Sri Lanka game and the innings there. Therefore, sort of what Nasser was saying there, you at least got to spend some time in the middle. If you'd gone cold and someone else had done it, you really would have been coming in cold here today.
I don't know. I think it's just this format's fickle. With the bat and with the ball, you just sort of take everything as it comes, and get your practice in the nets, and just make sure that whenever you turn up for a game, you've practiced and done everything that is required for you to turn up to the game and not have any doubts about, going into the game, whether it will be a battle ball.
How pleased are you for Joss and Matthew?
Yeah, Joss, I think obviously when the great man stepped down and Joss took over, I think you look how quickly he's managed to take control of the team and progress it from the legacy that Morgs has left. And, Joss has now created his own legacy, T20 World Cup winning captain. He had the chance, but someone blew that up. I'm not quite sure who that was. But yeah, he's incredible. He's a guy who everyone who everyone follows in the field, and I think it shouldn't be taken for granted how hard it can be to make tactical decisions under pressure in this format because they're so quick. But 95% of his decision making as a captain, he's got absolutely right this tournament, and we know what he's about with the bat. He's played some seriously good match-winning performances, and we're lucky to have him.
Well, you finally got a World T20 winners medal around you, Nate. What's that like? Double world champion now. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be able to say that, isn't it? It's amazing. But obviously, us as players, but this whole group here, we've been here for a long time now. The lads have been in Pakistan before this as well. We've had, a lot of people who've not played a game out here. We've had the coaches throwing balls, all the backroom staff as well. We're obviously the ones with the medal, but no team's complete without the people who put in the hard work behind the scenes, and we're all going to leave the MCG tonight being World Cup winners.
We shall see you in Pakistan for the Test match.
Thanks, Wardy. Cheers.
Congratulations.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.